No matter where you go in the world, rich people aren't far away. Every continent is home to a billionaire or at least a millionaire who has profited from the continent's bounty. From the mineral-rich nations of Africa to the booming economics of Asia and back to the tech powerhouses of North America. Here is a look at the richest person on every continent. We start with North America. In North America, Jeff Bezos is the richest person, a business magnate, media proprietor, and investor. Bezos is the founder and CEO of the multinational technology company Amazon. With a net worth of more than $200 billion, is also the richest person in the world according to Forbes. Jeff Bezos holds a degree in electrical engineering and computer science. He worked on Wall Street with a variety of related fields from 1986 to early 1994. Bezos founded Amazon in late 1994 on a cross-country road trip from New York City to Seattle. The company began as an online bookstore and has since expanded to a variety of other e-commerce products and services, including video and audio streaming, cloud computing, and artificial intelligence. In 2014, a rumor broke out that Amazon was developing a smartphone. Bezos' net worth rose to $30.5 billion. A year later, Bezos entered the top 10 when he increased his net worth to a total of $50.3 billion. Bezos rose to the fifth richest person in the world before market close. He gained $7 billion in 1 hour. By the time the first list was calculated in March 2016, his net worth was registered at $45.2 billion. However, just months later in October 2016, his wealth increased by $16.2 billion to $66.5 billion, unofficially ranking him the third richest person in the world, behind Warren Buffett. After sporadic jumps in Amazon share price in July 2017, he briefly unseated Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates as the wealthiest person in the world. And after all of that, his company is currently the world's largest online sales company, the largest internet company by revenue, and the world's largest provider of virtual assistant and cloud infrastructure services through its Amazon Web Services branch. Bezos was named the richest man in the modern history after his net worth increased to $150 billion in July 2018. In August 2020, according to Forbes, he had a net worth exceeding $200 billion. In 2020, during the COVID-19 pandemic, Bezos' wealth grew by a whopping $24 billion. We proceed to our next continent, which is the opposite of North America. Yes, you guessed it right, it's South America. In South America, Lamin is the richest person. He's a Brazilian billionaire, investment banker, and businessman with dual Brazilian and Swiss citizenship. As of now, Lamin is around 65th richest person in the world by Bloomberg Billionaires Index, with an estimated net worth of $26.2 billion. Lamin landed his first job as a trainee in the multinational financial services company Credit Suisse in 1961. He worked there until 1962. For the first time, he invested in a lending company called Invesco with a 2% share in its equity in 1966. Unfortunately, the company went bankrupt. In 1971, Lamin, along with Carlos Alberto Capira and Marcel Herminteles, started an investment banking firm in Brazil titled Banco Garantia. Few weeks after the establishment of the firm, there was a massive market crash. However, steering valiantly through the crisis, Lamin was able to establish his company as one of the most sought-after, prestigious, acclaimed, and ingenious investment bank of the country. Lamin is a charitable person and has donated substantial amounts to non-profit organizations like Fundação Estudar and Lamin Institute for Brazilian Studies. He has a sponsored professorship at the Harvard University, which is named after him. Lyman is a very private person, averse to public appearances, and rarely available for interviews. He is not a very known figure in America. However, in Latin America, particularly in Brazil, he is recognized as business-class hero. Our third continent is Europe, the second smallest of the world continents, composed of the westward projecting peninsulas of Eurasia, because of the great landmass that it shares with Asia. It occupies nearly one-fifth of the world's total land area. In Europe, Bernard Arnault, the chairman and CEO of LVMH Louis Vuitton, the world's leading luxury products group. Born to an industrial family in Rubix, France on March 5, 1949, Mr. Arnold attended the Ruby Slays and Feather Ballets in Lille. He went on to study at the École Polytechnique. He began his professional career that year as an engineer with the Ferret Seminole Construction Company and successfully was promoted to various executive management positions before becoming chairman in 1978. Mr. Arnold remained there until 1984 when he undertook the reorganization of Financial Higashi Holding Company. He retained the group to profitability as he embarked upon a strategy of developing the world's leading luxury products company. In the process, he reinvigorated Christian Dior as a cornerstone of the new organization. In 1989, Mr. Arnold became the majority shareholder of LVMH Louis Vuitton, creating the world's leading luxury products group. Mr. Arnold has been the chairman and CEO of that company since that day. Mr. Arnold is also president of the board of the directors of Group Arnold SA, which is his family holding company. A centibillionaire, Arnold is the third richest person in the world, according to recent Forbes report. Our next continent is Africa. The 18 richest people in Africa have a combined net worth of over $73.9 billion, with Aliko Dangote topping the list with a net worth of $12.6 billion. Of Africa's 54 countries, only 7 nations have billionaires. For the 10th times in a row, Aliko Dangote was named the richest man in Africa in 2021. The business empire it began to build was more than 3 decades ago. Dangote Group is one of the largest private sector employers in Nigeria, as well as the most valuable conglomerate in West Africa. At the age of 21, Dangote borrowed $3,000 from his uncle to import and sell agricultural commodities in Nigeria, his native country. His business venture quickly became a success, and as a result, he managed to repay the entire loan within 3 months of starting operations. Ultimately, Dangote was able to retain a local commodities trading business into a multi-billion-dollar corporation. Dangote's business interest encompasses many industries, including oil and gas, consumer goods, and manufacturing. However, Dangote Cement makes up the majority of the conglomerate's revenue, of which Dangote owns 85%. Dangote also owns the world's third largest sugar refinery, and together all of his publicly traded companies make up a quarter of the market capitalization of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. Our next continent is Asia. It is the world's largest and the most populous continent. In Asia, Mukesh Ambani is the richest person. He is an Indian billionaire businessman and the chairman managing director of the largest shareholder of Reliance Industries Limited, a Fortune Global 400 company and India's most valuable company by market value. According to Forbes, he is the richest person in Asia with a net worth of US $85.8 billion and the 10th richest person in the world. As of now, in 1981, he started to help his father, Dhirubhai Ambani, run their family business, Reliance Industries Limited. By this time, it had already expanded so that it also dealt in refining and petrochemicals. The business also included products and services in the retail and telecommunication industries. Reliance Jio assumed the top 5 spot in the country's telecommunications services since its public launch on 5th September 2016. As of 2016, Ambani was ranked 36 and has consistently held the title of India's richest person on Forbes magazine list for the past 10 years. He is the only Indian businessman on Forbes list of the world's most powerful people. As of October 2020, Mukesh Ambani was ranked by Forbes as the 6th wealthiest person in the world. He surpassed Jack Ma, executive chairman of Alibaba Group, to become Asia's richest person with a net worth of $44.3 billion in July 2018. He is also the wealthiest person in the world outside North America and Europe. He resides at the Antilia building, one of the world's most expensive private residences, with its value reaching $1 billion. Our last continent is Oceania, which is a geographic nation that includes Australia, Melanesia, Micronesia, and Polynesia. In this continent, Gina Reinhardt is the richest person. She is an Australian mining magnate and heiress and has a net worth of $31 billion. Reinhardt is the executive chairman of Hancock, prospecting a privately owned mineral exploration and extraction company founded by her father, Lang Hancock. In her early days, she was a bright young woman with a genuine interest in expanding the business her father had so lovingly built. After dropping out of college, she joined her father and gained extensive knowledge of how the mining and the iron ore industry operated. She kept a deliberately low-key profile, yet became somewhat of a national obsession for Australia. She was frequently the subject of speculation and media conversations. She trailed other billionaires like Carlos Slim in the amount of fortune under her control. Over the years, Reinhardt extended her business interests, which are no longer limited to the mining business. She acquired a 10% stake in 10 New York holdings in 2010 and later on purchased a substantial stake in Fairfax Media too. Citigroup estimated in 2011 that she could soon overtake all of them or became the world's richest person. By February 2012, she had become the largest shareholder in Fairfax with a stake of over 12%. So we end up with all this for this video, but we do have more amazing videos. Do check them out and enjoy them with some popcorn. And also don't forget to like and subscribe. It's time to leave. Bye bye.